This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense will have the football first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
Pulls and fires complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Watson. He lobs one high down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So the UNLV Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it early in this football.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to make.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Can't get him to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Dropping back, it's Watson. Fears the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys. Their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Reynolds. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The sure hands, it's Gums. Touchdown, UNLV. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Off the RPO, complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Black. Ripping through the defense. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Buying some time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Dropping back, it's Watson. Quickly complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. On the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. The extra point here would tie the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He now has 63 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass, it's Watson. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Porter. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. Takes a handoff. It's Porter. Shakes off the defender. Getting worked on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room. Be found as he stopped at the 23. Rebels offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Orji. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He's now up to 64 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he's got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Watson. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Here's a heat. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Punts it out of the air. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Returner goes out of bounds.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the handoff.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Rebels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Runs through a tackle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vegas.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He now has 106 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Trying to escape and get it himself. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Runs through the tackle. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. On the move, it's Glover. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the single back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Right back to the well. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Royer. They'll run the screen. Down found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
That's caught. It's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive with more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1.
We waited so long to start the season, and just